Before we get into the update from this group therapy from last week, Kelly, will you give us kind of the recap on what it was and where we left it?
Yeah, so he proposed to her, his girlfriend, with a gorgeous $6,000 ring that she loves, showing it off to everybody.
Yeah.
What she doesn't know is it was actually given to his first ex-fiancée. Now, his mom and sisters think that he needed to fess up, get her a new ring. Some suggested he intended that, the ring was supposed to go to his future wife, which was not his ex, which would be, in his corner.
Right.
But most suggested if she knew the backstory of the ring, she'd be upset and thought they should trade it in towards an upgrade of a new ring that they pick out together.
Yeah, ton of people even coming back to that on Facebook at Ben and Kelly Show with a lot of opinions and everything. Now the update.
Okay.
Hey, Ben and Kelly. So I do have an update for you, and it's probably not what you expected. In fact, I was shocked. So after you all talked about my situation, a ton of people came out of the woodwork to ask me if you were all talking about me.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. And offered up their advice, too. Yeah, you could say I got way more, quote, advice than I anticipated.
Oh, boy.
I read all the comments, the good and the bad. I listened to all my friends chime in and decided I had to turn off the noise. I knew with all this attention, it was going to get back to my fiance, so I had to tell her first. Smart.
Uh-huh.
I planned a nice dinner at our apartment and left work early to make sure things looked right. In fact, I feel like I spent more time preparing for this than I did preparing for her proposal.
Oh, no.
Anyway, she gets home, is surprised, and asks what this is all about. I tell her I have to tell her something, and she gets really quiet.
Oh.
And I can tell she's bracing for something big. I assure her that I didn't cheat or anything like that, but that it's about her ring. She says, "What about my ring?"
Oh, gosh.
I start to panic because I'm thinking there's no way to gracefully say this. So I start by asking her if she remembers my ex-fiancé.
Okay, so stop right there. Like, there was a question of whether she knew he was engaged before. She does. Okay. This is good.
Yes. And before I could go any further, she says, "Yeah, this was the ring you got her. What else?"
Oh, wow. Okay, so she knew that. She seems fine with it.
He says, "I was shocked. I told her nothing. That was what I needed to tell her." And she said she already knew and didn't care. She then tells me that she had seen pictures of my ex and me with the ring on her finger and recognized it as soon as I proposed.
Does it put two and two together? She's like, all right, whatever.
She's like, "It's
mine now."
That's right.
Sucks to suck.
Sucks to suck. Guess what? It's mine. She said,
That's a great attitude to have.
Yeah, she said it was a beautiful ring and didn't care it was on another woman's hand before hers because it was meant for her and not for my ex.
I love her.
Wow.
She's great.
Wow.
She's taking this like a champ.
Yeah, she then tells me that the ring her brother has for his future fiance is from my grandma's failed marriage, and it's a beautiful 3-carat diamond ring.
Oh, wow.
All right.
I feel like 3 carats can fix stuff.
I think it can, right. To tell you I felt so much relief is an understatement. I did feel a little bad for throwing my sisters and mom under the bus by telling her that she needs to say the same thing she said to me to them.
Yeah.
Because they're not cool with it.
Yeah.
So she calls my mom right away and talks to her about it and says she's cool with it and everything is good.
Okay, good. See, I think that it was the concern from mom and the sisters was coming out of the whole, they wanted to protect the fiance that they love, and they didn't want, anything to ruin their happy moment. I think that's where that was coming from. So this is great.
He concludes saying, like, I couldn't have even imagined this being the outcome. If I had, I would have spared you all the trouble and just talked to her to begin with. Anyway, thanks for your help. And my fiance says to say hey to y'all.
Oh,
so thanks again.
Can we come to the wedding now? Yay.
Yeah, and for one, no, you 100% needed to come to us with that.
Absolutely.
Because we needed to get invested in your situation,
right.
too.
We wouldn't be invested if we didn't know about it.
Because think about it. Had you not gotten all this heat from all these other people that heard your situation on the air, maybe you wouldn't have even done anything.
Yes.
And maybe that wouldn't have mattered in the long run anyways.
It sounds like with his fiance, she wouldn't have cared. She's just loving the ring and it's mine now.
Yes. Someone texted in and said, the ex may be gone, but you never get mad at the diamonds.
That's right.
That's funny though. She's like,
really
hey, guess what? It's mine now. Sucks to suck. You couldn't hang on, but I can. All right. I like it. Hey, thank you so much for that update.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, that was, I think you're right, probably best case scenario out of the entire thing.
100%. Like, so, I ain't mad.
Yeah, right, exactly.
What else you got?
It's a beautiful ring. And, it's like, he gives it to her and she's like, oh, yeah, I know what this is. I've seen pictures. It's like, I'm sure she's internet stalked. I'm sure she saw photos. I'm sure she went deep into his ex-fiance's Instagram and mined that. So
she
it's like
is savvier than we gave her credit for.
Yeah, 100%. So
high five.
Anyways, hey, thank you so much for updating us on that. We appreciate it. And yeah, we will definitely be waiting for that invite to the wedding.
Yeah, smooth sailing to an amazing time.
Yeah, because I've got a Michael Graves toaster that I've been trying to give away for years. That would be perfect for you. So there you go. It's 99.7 DJX.